everyone's. I am here for my review of Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 6. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. We don't have any comments from last week, so we're going to get on into this review. Giselle, she is still going on. I want Ray to live. I want Ray to pay his bills. The IRS wants Ray to pay his bills. Going on and on. And Wendy, she tries to be the voice of reason because if Robin says this or if Giselle says this, Karen is not going to take it too well. But she's basically like, she did not wish death on him. Will you stop saying that? And they keep on throwing that beautiful bean footage to reiterate it. She did not wish death on her. She just said that you will be long in the ground before these looks fade. That is all she said. Candace steps in and is like, y'all both have been doing some shady stuff to each other for years. And then we see a montage of all the shadiness that they have done to each other. And somebody said this back and forth between Karen and Giselle started when Giselle sat in Karen's seat on her birthday in season 1, and it's been like downhill ever since. And I was like, you know what? I could see that. But Ken is like, and maybe if you two talk over each other, if y'all wouldn't talk, if y'all would listen and not talk over each other, y'all can work some things out. But that's probably not gonna happen in this setting. Maybe y'all can by yourself get together and try to work things out. But yeah, but now Karen talking about some. She don't like the fact that Giselle used the word death and Ray in the same sentence. So I'm like, how does that work? Now, if Giselle had been like, you know what, Ray, my favorite movie is Death Becomes Her, you would have been mad because Ray's name and the word death was all in the same sentence. I mean, just make it make sense. That's just all I'm asking. You now all of a sudden she didn't wish death for him. Is it the fact that the word death and Ray was in the same sentence? So I guess you're gonna be mad at me because I didn't say it but 2-3 times now. I know I cannot have been the only one looking at a scholar like, girl, are you sitting on this bed that you were going to be laying in with the clothes that you've been traveling in? No, man, y'all, there is something about people wearing their outside clothes in the bed. Now, if you just got out the shower and put your clothes on and you sat on the bed, that's one thing. But the moment you leave your house, the outside air and pollen and all the things that's floating around in the air have jumped on your body. So you don't need to be outside clothes and sitting in your bed. That just irks my nerve. Along with people putting sitting in bed with their shoes on. Another thing, that is one thing that irks my nerve. And I'm sitting there like, a scholar girl, you've been traveling. You was outside, you've traveled, and now you're here and you sitting on the bed in your outside clothes? I was not here for it. But y'all, the cabin, it was small, it wasn't extra grand like the other house, but it was a nice enough house. And truth be told, these ladies will only be in the house when they're getting dressed or when they're sleeping. The rest of the time they'll be with the other ladies. Like, I guess I'm not that highbrow kind of person where I need all the luxuries. I like, long as it's a clean bed and clean sheets, I'm cool. Long as the place is clean, I'm cool. But, that's just me. Now Giselle is bringing her quote unquote concern about Wendy's new look to Robin. And of course, Robin is going to jump on, yeah, I'm glad you said something because I was wondering the same thing. Like, last season, Wendy had just had a baby and she probably wasn't feeling good about the baby weight and that baby weight not going away as fast as she liked. And, now she wants to be looking like she wasn't pre-baby. Like, what is the point of getting a mommy makeover if you just gonna be wearing doggone it baggy stuff? No, you wanna show off them curves. You wanna show off your new body. Even though I am happy for not Robin, what's her name, Wendy, and feeling good about herself and her new outfit, I just really wish she would do something about those edges. Cause edges are supposed to be baby hairs, but it seems what Wendy got going on, they like senior citizens hair, and it's like is just gelled on, and it's just like it's just slapped on her head. That is the only that is my only issue. Her getting a mommy makeover. Do what you do. Do what you want to do. If you're gonna make yourself feel good, don't do it for nobody else. Do it for you. It's just that I just wish them them senior citizen hairs would look a little bit better. But one thing I can say, that lace top that Candace had on, I need that in my life. I don't know where I would wear it to. I just need that lace, that black lace. Yes, I need that in my life. Candace explains to the ladies the issue she's having with Chris being her husband jerk. Because, she'd be in the studio till like 10 o'clock at night. She come home, she ready to take a shower and get in bed. And he's like, yeah, you have a music video to do. And she's like, pump your brakes. I'm tired. I've been vocalizing and singing all day. I'm ready to, wash my body and get into bed. I'm not trying to work on a music video as of right now. So this is the dynamic they're going through of like him, and a lot of people were saying like he's, her manager. He said that, and she said that he's not managing her career. He's managing her and letting her know what she needs to be done, even though it does look like he's managing her career. But it's not so much as, okay, we didn't book this to do this, we didn't book this to do that. He's just reminding her, you have A, B, C, and D to do. If you want me to be your husband, you're as far as, managing who not managing your career but managing how you get down, he's gonna tell her you need to do A, B, C, and D. Then they get to talking about, him not working. And she said she would have never married Chris if she would have thought that, he was just skating by and floating off while she out here making the money. Cause it wasn't like Chris never had a job. Chris, he was a chef and worked at a restaurant, I think, or had his own restaurant. And when the whole panini, hit, restaurants weren't, making money like they were supposed to. And he just went on ahead and sold his business. And now he's venturing on to doing online classes. It's just that, he didn't make his little bit of money. It's not like he's just never had a job. It's just that this time he has to, his career choice, try to figure out a way to still do that while we're still in this panini, and he's doing that with online classes. Giselle talking about some, she doesn't want Candace, what she said, Giselle says you don't never want to resent him because you're getting your hustle on, and he might not be. Candace says she understands her marriage, she knows her marriage, and she trusts Chris. Robin explaining to the ladies how she's been unmotivated lately. She says that she's been getting up at like 10 o'clock, laying in the bed to 11 watching TV, then getting up at 12 and making a coffee. And she says she's trying to figure out why she can't get it, because like how come she's not motivated, because she has a lot of stuff to do. Her hat business slash apparel line is doing busy, and like she got orders that she should be getting out here, but she just not having the motivation, and Juan is starting to say that's unattractive. Here goes Giselle. Well, don't no man want nobody who is unattractive. You don't want your man saying you unattractive. And then she got to saying some other stuff. And Karen was like, Giselle loves to attack people. Karen was like, I love to lift my friends up. Giselle likes to kick them 6 more feet into the ground. She's like, and Giselle, she loves to attack others, so others won't be questioning her about her lifestyle, and anybody can get it, including Robin. And Robin, she would not gonna jump in to defend Giselle. Even when somebody ain't coming for Giselle like that. If Robin is in earshot and here's somebody disagreeing with what Giselle got going on, she will insert herself. Well, no, I don't think that, and this, that, and the third, and you shouldn't be doing the dot, blah, blah, blah. And Giselle just got to sit back and like, okay, Robin, you do my job for me. You get yourself worked up, okay? But meanwhile, I will come for you just like I will come for anybody else. She understands. that she should do better. Wait a minute, she understands that if she would do better, her relationship would be better. I was like, I'm glad you know that. And she said that her unmotivation has seeped into her with her kids and their schoolwork. Their schoolwork is not where it should be. And Robin thinks she has seasonal depression. She understands what's going on, what's going wrong in her life. She just doesn't have the motivation or energy to do anything about it. And I was like, I don't want to say that she doesn't have depression because what she sounds like she has depression, but you know, how can I say this without sounding insensitive? I don't want to say she's picking and choosing when she has depression because we've seen her like one episode talk about her laying in bed and not want to get up, but we've seen Robin out at her shop at her mom's warehouse getting orders in. We've seen her show up at different events and she seems fine. But again, we don't see Robin all the time. It's just that it may be, with the panini going on and all that stuff, not being able to go outside, scared every time you scared to go outside and all that other stuff. But it seems like we've only seen that like maybe once or twice on this show. So I don't want to say it's not depression, but a scholar who has, you know, dealt with depression says that's what it looks like, and maybe you should see. She said maybe she wants to see a life coach, and like maybe a life coach and a therapist will maybe be able to help her out. Giselle and Robin question the new Wendy. Like we seen more of your body than we seen like you the whole last season. And like now you like popping it and dropping it like it's hot. And Wendy says the Wendy that they met last year wasn't that loose. I was like, how is she loose now? Because she's showing off her new body. Again, when you get a new body, that's what you want to do. You want to show it off. Look at my new curves. Wearing outfits that you couldn't wear last time because you wasn't as confident about your body. Candace is in her confession talking about some. I don't know why Tweedle and Twaddle are so worried about Wendy's body. They need to be worried about their own business. And I was like, I agree with you on that one. If Wendy ain't what does Wendy's body have to do with you? How is Wendy's new body and her new attitude? How is that affecting you? Because if Wendy wasn't doggone jumping in your bank account and stealing your money to get this new body, that shouldn't matter to you. If Wendy ain't using her body to negatively harm you in any type of way, harm you and your family and your business in any type of way, why does that bother you? Wendy says that she was put in a box where you can't be sexy and have substance. Mia is talking about, well, I disagree with you on that one because Michelle Obama and Oprah, they would never have their boobies out. You're a professor, and then you should embody that. And when it's like, no, 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 that's where you get it wrong. It says, she said, Wendy says, I stand before you with multiple degrees, who is a professor, a political commentator, and has still do all those things. You cannot take that away from me and my accolades. Wendy basically said she wasn't confident in her body. She had a baby when they first met her a few months prior. And she wasn't feeling too good about herself, because just had a baby. And she was like, all these women here who had just had a baby, I'm pretty sure y'all wasn't feeling too good about yourself. And I was like, I would love to see what Jill was looking like after she had her two twins. I'm pretty sure, now I'm not 100% positive, that she didn't go snapping back to the way she was looking before she had any kids. She may have had a tuck or two done herself. It's just that she wasn't on TV at the time for anybody to talk about it. Well, Skylar, this is when I was like, okay, I'm glad that the Skylar's here. Skylar's like, well, since you've been asking everyone else questions, there have been a few conversations regarding your significant other, and it's a bit confusing. She just wants to know if he's in a relationship. Like, you all up in everybody else's business. What you got going over at your house? Giselle talking about some. I'm not going to discuss that in front of trolls because there are people who decide to lie on him. But I'll meet you one on one to talk about that. And Wendy was like, "Yeah, that ain't fair. You want to doggone and jump in everybody else's business in front of everybody else, but when it comes to you and your business, oh, you want to be oh so private about it." And Karen was like, "You want to discuss everybody else's relationship and what they got going on and what surgeries they have, and you question everybody else, but when it comes to you, you want to be on mute." I was like, "You said it right, Karen. You said it right." Because every season, you would have thought after last season when Giselle here talking about some, word on the street is that what's her name? Monique was up there creeping with the trainer and Big Boy found out. That was like what episode 1 of season 5. I was like, after that drama you caused that ended up Candace somehow getting attacked about this, you would have thought that you would have learned your lesson and just stay out of people's business. And well, this ain't that more so of what you was spreading gossip and all that. But staying out of business is the main point. And for whatever reason, she just could not figure out how to do that. So the ladies they dispersed. They go back and Wendy, she got on something that's less revealing and Karen's like, I hope you're not doing that for Giselle. She's like, no, I got my swimming suit and all that stuff in my bag. This is just my lounging outfit right now. And Karen basically told her, don't let her dull your life. Go ahead and Wendy's more upset because she thought Giselle is a sister. And I was like, you didn't know her long enough for you to think of her as your sister. Giselle has a pattern and has a pattern since season 1. The only person that she is somewhat loyal to, even though she will shade every once in a while, is Robin. Everybody else can get it. And for whatever reason, Winnie thought she was, exempt from that. I do like this newfound relationship, friendship that Karen and Wendy have going on. They started off on a rocky patch last season, and a lot of people are like, why Wendy want to be friends with Karen after the way Karen treated her last night? You live and you learn, and now they're moving forward with that. And a little so more is Karen don't like Giselle, and she want anybody who like, okay, Giselle going against this person. This is somebody can bring on my side so that I can show them the light of how Giselle gets down. All right, so y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you were new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, and you share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. You tell your people who tell their people to come over here and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.